Hey everybody, welcome back if you're returning, welcome if you're new, and if you are returning, I know this is not normal, normal setup here. We're in the new place. We have been since like November 15th, and uh, I have some technical difficulties with the office at the moment, so we're just making it work. Right. Happy Thursday. I hope the new year is treating you so good so far. And we'll get our topic for today, see what we got for today. I can't tell you all how excited I am about 2025. I don't know about you, but 2023 and 2024 were like, what the hell? And again, on the other side of it, I realized that it was all to open new doors for new blessings, new growth, and the beauty that has come out of what started out initially looking like a disaster. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ooh, okay. The one I dropped. I love it. Some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. You know, we've kind of been talking about that this week, about being grateful when we get challenges and not falling into old behavior patterns just because they're in our comfort zone and something doesn't look like it's good on the surface. We get very ingrained in our beliefs about what's good and what's bad and what will people think and all of these things, and those are the issues that can seriously fuck up a new opportunity, because a lot of times the best things for us scare the holy hell out of us, and we're afraid to move forward with it just because it's so scary. It's so far outside our comfort zone or outside our norm or outside of our belief systems that we hold subconsciously about what's right and what's wrong. And when I say right and wrong, I'm not talking like homicide, but for our culture, for our family, for our background, for the way that we were raised and the people around us. And that definition of what's right or wrong, what your family believes, what your friend group believes, what the people in your community believe, what may be the absolute perfect fit for you could be so far outside of what that normal is that you're afraid to take that risk. And most often, the biggest thing that stops us from stepping outside of our comfort zone is the fear of failure. And that is one of the biggest reasons people say, when you ask them, well, why didn't you do it? I was afraid I'd fail. Well, if you fail to act, then you already failed. Take the risk. Because so many times, just outside our comfort zone lies our happiest life. The best life, the best experience, the most joy, the most reward is right outside the comfort zone. And it's so hard when we get to that edge to take the leap. Take the leap. Are you going to fail? Psh, whatever. We don't fail. We learn. And I have learned a lot. And through that learning, I have also succeeded many times. And I don't look anymore at what would be perceived as failure. I'm like, man, I learned a lot through that. Now I know what not to do next time. And life is like one big education, one big educational experience, and we just keep graduating to the next level. And nothing that we ever do is easy the first time. Think about learning to ride a bike. If you got through it without a Band-Aid, more power to you. Most of us wrecked over and over, but we were so determined to ride our bike that we kept going. You pick yourself up, you get back on the bike, you try again. until you can do it. Hell, if you gave up like that, none of us would be walking. We'd fall down once, give up, and we'd all be crawling around with scuffed knees and really short furniture. There's so many times in our lives that we forget, like things that we take for granted now. Driving. When you first started driving, my guess is you were terrified. You were terrified because there was so much to pay attention to and so much you had to know. Everything was new. You couldn't remember what you were supposed to do when you got to this kind of intersection, or, what lane was this for, and are you supposed to do this? And now you're driving down the road, shaving, putting on makeup, painting your nails, reading a book, and you take for granted that at one point in time, driving took all of your concentration. But you kept going because you wanted to drive. So, anything that we want to accomplish in life, if we have the drive, if we have the desire, and that desire is strong enough, we'll keep trying. Don't let your issues fuck up the good things that are trying to be brought into your life. And we've kind of talked about this a little bit this week, just because I'm an astrology nerd. I'm not an astrologer. I listen to other people's interpretation because right now I can't take in more information about anything. However, 2024 was a year of transition, and one of the major topics that kept coming up in the astrology and the energy was that we were at a point where we need to release the things that no longer serve us, whether it's relationships, jobs, behavior patterns, habits, what have you, friend groups, because it's time to move to the next thing. And for so many of us, that is a scary thought. This is what I know, this is what I do, this is how things have been for X number of years, and I don't want to have to do this, I don't want to have to start over again. And the problem with that is we're not meant to be stagnant. And so you can choose to move towards something new. You can choose to take a really hard look at your life and decide what is and isn't working for you, and start releasing those things that just hold you back or hold you down or keep you stuck. Or, if you're familiar with tarot, the Tower card, shit's gonna catch fire. You're gonna have to jump out the window with no plan to the new life that's waiting for you, that you were afraid to step into, but now you're falling into, like it or not. Because that's just kind of how life works. And most often in those situations, it's because there is a new path that is waiting for you, that is exactly what you want, if you just step onto it. And like I said, it's when we get to that edge, that first step, that just scares the holy hell out of us. And after you take that first step, it's not that bad. I mean, yeah, it's growth. You're growing, you're learning. There are going to be things you don't know. There are going to be moments of confusion, moments of fear. When we face that fear, it goes away. We fear the unknown, and it's only unknown until it's not. And every new thing we've ever tried to do is unknown until it's not. And the information is out there. Educate yourself. If you're interested in a new path, whether it be professional, a hobby, finding a new friend group, whatever it might be, the information is out there. My gosh, there's information everywhere now, and we're so spoiled, because I remember when you used to have to go to the library and either read books there, or check out a book, and you had to take it back, and there was no internet. You couldn't get on the internet and find out, or you had to find someone in that profession and job shadow them, and I mean, like, it was a lot harder, okay? You had to be a lot more dedicated to get information. Now that shit's everywhere. Now you gotta be careful where you get your information. There are also so many people out there that are willing to help educate you if you're wanting to try something new. So don't let your issues fuck up your new opportunities. It's a new year. It is so energetically beneficial for new starts, new beginnings, letting go of the old dead weight and moving into something beautiful for the future. So this is a beautiful time energetically to make that shift, to take those steps, to welcome the change. So I encourage you to, as you try to move forward, when you have that little bit of fear pop up, that anxiety, that old belief that I can't do this because, or uh, what if I fail? Come on, you're just learning. You're not failing. Nobody ever fails. We just learn. We learn how not to do it next time. We learn who not to date next time. We learn where not to go next time. But until then, we didn't know. Now we know. We do better. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Address them. When you come up to that block, identify it. What am I afraid of? What's behind this feeling? What's holding me back? What is it that I need to overcome to move forward with confidence? Most times, it's something in our subconscious mind that's trying to keep us safe, and as we've talked about, safe to the subconscious mind is not dead. Okay, if our whole life we spend trying to not be dead, that's going to be so boring, because everything is going to be scary, everything is dangerous. That's not living. That's ridiculous. So, identify the fears. Most of our old stories and our old beliefs don't even apply to us anymore. When you think about what caused you to be self-conscious when you were in elementary school, that may be one of your best attributes now. You know, people made fun of you because you had skinny legs. Well, now you're rocking it at 35 because you got skinny legs. You know, who knows? I'm just saying, most of what we gave weight to that stuck in our subconscious mind is no longer relevant. Or what was a handicap has turned out to be a strength, a gift. What made you weird back then is your strength as an adult. Sometimes we have to really sit down and let go of those old beliefs, those old thoughts, those old things that hold us back, those issues that fuck things up. Address those issues so you can move forward with confidence to that new path that, I mean, now is the time. If there ever was a very, very supportive time for taking action towards a new beginning, it's now. Do not hesitate. Do not let fear hold you back, because that fear is not real. Like I said, it's that thing in your subconscious mind that's like, it's not safe out there, stay in the box sucks. We all know the box sucks. So, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for being here. If these videos are helpful for you, please like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. I do plan on being more consistent with my videos again. Should have a shit to ponder daily going forward. And thank you for your patience while I was out, and I will talk to you soon.